Okay, I'm going to share with everybody what's going on next week. I was going to leave it as a surprise until I picked it up, but I'm going to go ahead and share it now because part of my decision process is not normal. So, sometime next week, I'm picking up this 31-foot C-Class toy hauler. It's a 2005. It only has 47,000 miles on it, and I bought it online without looking at it. Now, we spent a good hour doing a video tour of it. I've done a lot of research on it. I pulled up the Carfax on it. It's a one owner. Looks in really good shape. As anybody who's hunted for a used RV, especially a 20-year-old one, it's something it's highly recommended to go look at it, because video cameras and pictures do it no justice. They hide a lot of things. But this is just how I roll. I saw it. I've been looking for several weeks. And these toy hauler C-Classes are kind of rare to find. And this one looks in pretty good shape. It's up in Washington, about a 5.5 hour ride, all back roads. 3.5, taken away 5. I'm looking forward to getting it. Could be a disaster. I've been through the RV thing before, and if it isn't one thing, it's another. Chances are it's not going to be as great as what it looks like. But after purchasing 40 different cars over the last 6 years, the ones that I've investigated in depth, research, look at it, turn it on, drive it, all the things you need to do, all the window switches, all the electronics. I don't know, it's strange. Like the G-Wagon I bought seemed like in really good shape. And I ended up dumping $20,000 into that thing in the first month. My experience with dealerships, car dealerships, RV dealerships is about a 60% chance you're going to buy a lemon. The only time I bought a car without looking at it was several years ago. I bought what they call a Kook military vehicle. It's basically the original G-Wagon. And all I did was look at pictures, no videos. They took high quality shots. I was able to zoom in everything underneath it, everything. And I just really wanted it. And I bought it, had it shipped from Florida to Oregon. And it turned out to be one of my best vehicles ever. It was in impeccable shape. Some of the cars I've looked at extensively turned out to be the biggest nightmares. Again, like the G-Wagon, just kept adding up, and it's stuff that Mercedes dealership couldn't figure out. And that's why it ended up being 20 grand. They would try this, and that didn't work. They would try to replace some of the bushings, that didn't work. They can't even remember the list of things that they looked at. And it took about a month. They finally, at the last moment, found out it was the transfer case was screwed up. That was 9 grand. So drove it around. It was great. And the seat was kind of weird, so I had that fixed. It was slanted too much down. And it was the cushion inside was, some big dude must have owned it. And it was just one thing after another. In the last video I made, which you'll see in here, you hear this squeaking on the drivetrain, and I was like, that's it, I'm done.
She took it up some pretty steep rocks and slants and different things just to check it out.
I've lost so much money on this car, so I traded it in for a newer Tahoe. Lost money on that trade. Tahoe was fantastic. Great vehicle, but I had to make an unusual decision. Do I want to go full-time on the bike? Well, got on the bike, love it, it's fun. But I think it'd be a lot of fun to have an RV, especially one with a toy hauler where I can get all the tools, head back down to Arizona, empty some of my storage unit out, just go full-time in the RV. It looks nice, looks in great condition, the pictures and the video. I get a really good price on it. I kind of scored on. But let's find out how honest this dealership is. Honestly, the young salesman I was talking to was fast talking, not a good listener, not professional. Did a little wheeling and dealing with him, and then I came back with my last offer. Come to find out it was a consignment coach. It was the original owner that was consigning it, and he finally gave in and said, let's just sell it. So I get a good price on it, considerably lower than the other ones I've seen like it that are comparable. That's the decision I made. And sometimes you just have to go for it. I mean, it can be a complete lemon. I could have nothing but problems with it. I don't care how well you investigate a vehicle, they can't find everything. The Prevost bus that we bought, the previous owner did a $24,000 inspection on it. I had all the paperwork on it. And they did thoroughly go through it. But about 175 miles, and the first day I drove it, approaching Vegas, the bracket on the alternator snapped. And that ended up costing a lot of money to get fixed and a lot of time. So, and then being OCD that I am, I love everything working properly. For the next year, we took that coach in to get things worked on. One thing and another thing and another thing. The wind awning sensors up top weren't working correctly. Oh my God, the plumbing had a slight leak. I can't remember all the things, but I have it all documented. I'd say about 90% of what we had fixed couldn't fix, or it only lasted a month or two and it broke again. That was I think it was $90,000 loss. So since I've had all this money since 2019, hundreds of thousands of it went to learning lessons. And now as the money's dwindling down, it's getting down there. I'm not changing my decision process. I give everybody a chance. What I'm finding out is there's a high percentage of people, as you all know, that are not honest, don't do the research. Like the salesman I'm talking to knows nothing about this coach. Very, very little. He's young. He's got a family to feed. I don't empathize, for him if he knows that there's some serious issues with it. But I did get a good bumper-to-bumper warranty on it that covers all the major expenses. But let's talk a little bit about the coach. 31 foot. It's got the 450 Ford in it. It's a 2005, so it has the 5-speed transmission, much more reliable. The history on the vehicle is they're known to blow the spark plugs out, so you just want to watch that. Other than that, it's a very, very strong, very reliable engine. Inside seems to be clean, no tears. The outside seems to be pretty nice. The roof is one-piece fiberglass top. I love that it has access to the roof with a ladder that's in the back of the garage. It's a 10-foot garage. It's a good-sized garage. I can get up on the roof and hang out up there and edit if I want to on a beautiful day or whatever. The tires are in excellent shape. We turned it on, ran great. Everything seems to work. It's presentable. It's not an ugly, old, beat-up looking shack on wheels. There's a lot of RV parks that don't allow, especially the kind of RV parks I want to stay in, that don't allow rigs that just like seriously dated and weathered. And I hope to do a lot of boondocking in it. Does have the generator in it. It's got good size holding tanks in it. So we're going to find out. It might be the hard way. But I'm also learning how to curb my spending and not make everything so perfect as I have done over the last 6 years. Well, most of my life. When something isn't right, I fix it. And there's a lot of cars I put a lot of money into, lost money on. Basically, when I sold the cars, like here, I'm like, Dad, I fixed everything that needed to be fixed at my expense. And, enjoy your new car. So I believe still to this day, there's an energy out there that when you just keep doing good and you do things honestly, eventually it comes around. I've been ripped off extensively over the last 6 years, but there's one thing I don't agree with other friends of mine that I know that have money. Not all of them. Some are wonderful, You could have a lot of money, but you could spend a lifetime worrying about it going away and being taken away, and everybody's after you. It's like when I had my decent-sized company when I was 30 years old. The more money you make, the more success you have, the more people want to sue you, and that's the truth. I don't want to live in that matrix. So this RV kept coming to me. I was questioning myself, is it just a desire because you like buying things, or is this something you're going to actually use? Well, because over the last 6 years, I've paid cash for everything. Cars, houses, motorcycles, vacations, everything. I walked away from good credit in 2019, turned my newer BMW in and on a voluntary repossession, cut up my credit cards, and been cash hundreds of thousands of dollars since then. Still don't have any credit cards. For a little bit, I was looking for a house to rent, something affordable back up in Oregon. They read a credit report on me. It's like 560. Then I showed them statements of the money that I have. It's completely affordable, and I don't they just found that very awkward, I guess. I don't know. So let's see what happens. I'm leaving Sunday and day after tomorrow. Hopefully it's done Monday or Tuesday. I wanted to share with you this horrible way of making a decision. That's what we're taught. And I'm not an idiot. I'm here to experience life. I've done research on so many vehicles, and yeah, sometimes you buy smart. Anytime you buy something used, it's a gamble. It's the only investment I've made that really paid off was gold, buying gold bullion. A lot of waste with money, you know. But I'm here to experience life. I'm on the adventure of life.
Happiness as an aim is shallow and weak. It cannot withstand suffering. Obviously, because when you're suffering, you're not happy. And if the purpose of life is to be happy, then when you're suffering, your life has no meaning. And then if you're suffering and there's no meaning in the suffering, then you're really suffering. That's really hell. First of all, don't aim at being happy, because that's just not going to work, especially when the storms come and barbarians are beating at the gate. You can just forget about that. And there's going to be times in your life where you're suffering so much you can't believe it. And so you're going to need something a hell of a lot more robust than happiness to get you through that. And then you might say, well, what's more robust than happiness? Or maybe even what's more robust than pain? How about adventure? How about we go out and sail the uncharted seas, you know?
I believe that's more important, especially as we get older. We realize the time is ticking. You know, it's just reality. It's not a bad thing. It's actually kind of exciting in its own little weird way, if you're up for the adventure. So come take a ride with me. Let's see if I bought a good RV. I'll share something new with you. I don't have my flipper tooth in. Had a tooth pulled. I've always had great teeth my entire adult life, and so the body starts to fall apart as we get older. I do have a flipper is what they call for it. Sometimes I forget it and I do a big smile, and I see eyes look at me, and I'm like, oh my God, because I've been so vain all my life, you know. And as we get older, we don't care, although I do put my flipper in, my one-tooth denture, and deciding about implants. I'm investigating it way before I decide to do it. This is real life, so, all right. I'm looking forward to seeing it, and let's see what happens. Just bought it without driving it and seeing it in person. Welcome to Wilderness Ride.